Alright, so the finale of Miss Marvel is available now on Disney Plus, which means that the season, or the series, if we're not getting another season, is over. And in this video, I'm going to be starting off with my non-spoiler review for the season, or the series. And then after that, I will be getting into my spoiler talk, I guess you could say, for episode 6, the finale. I was originally going to make 2 separate videos, one spoiler video for the finale, as well as the season as a whole, and then make a separate video of myself, doing the non-spoiler review for the season. But I just kind of decided to push it all into one video. Honestly, I didn't really need to do any spoiler reviews for the whole season because that's basically what each video each week of me covering it is. It's just a spoiler review of each episode. So if you want my spoiler review for each episode of Miss Marvel, go check those out. Posted those week to week when it was going on. Also, yes, I know I'm kind of low energy right now. It's almost 5 a.m. honestly. I am so tired, but I need to record this. I just didn't have the time to before. So we're doing this now. We're doing it live. Let's go for it. And let's get into my non-spoiler review of Season 1, or the series review, if we're not getting another season like I said before. Iman Vellani as Miss Marvel / Kamala Khan is definitely the best part of this show. She is a completely unknown actor. This is the first thing she's acted in, and the next thing she's going to act in is The Marvels, which is going to be the next Captain Marvel film, where they're going to bring, Tiona Paris, who played, what was her name? Monica Rambeau in WandaVision. They're going to bring her in, and they're going to have Brie Larson and Iman Vellani as Kamala Khan, all in the same movie. And I'm very excited for that. And this is, in a way, kind of a precursor to it, the origin of Miss Marvel, showing how she got her powers, the connection to her past and her family and her heritage. She's a Pakistani girl living in New Jersey, and she basically gets this bangle that gives her powers. And then from there, she kind of learns more about her past and her family and all that. So on the sidelines, you have Damage Control, which we met in Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, but we didn't really see the full extent of it until Spider-Man No Way Home, when we had that one agent dude interrogating Peter, basically. So they're, in a way, kind of one of the villains of this series, but another villain I can't really get to because of spoiler reasons. The thing I will say about the other villain is that they don't seem as much as a threat. I mean, neither of the villains seem that threatening to me. The first villain that I can't really mention, it had a bigger threat level, but the stakes didn't feel very high, and it was dealt with rather easily. And that might be a little bit of a spoiler. If you haven't started the series yet, you might, when you're watching it, you might see where it's going. But yeah, I mean, the villains overall in this season is not the strongest part of it. The strongest part for sure is the family aspects with Kamala Khan and her family, which I just love all those moments. I was really mad at her mom in the first episode, and for her just being not really trusting Kamala and all that kind of stuff. So in my review for the first episode, I was very upset with her mother, but each episode I just came to love her more and more. And yeah, honestly, just the family aspects are what I love most about the show. I mean, the superhero aspects are cool for sure, and the Marvel tie-ins and all the little secret Easter eggs and stuff like that, I just really love. I still think Loki is my favorite of all the Disney Plus shows, but I have to say that Miss Marvel is definitely my second favorite. The finale, I thought was really good. Not the best out of all the Marvel shows, but just for the scale of it, it made sense that it wasn't some huge cosmic thing. It was a rather street level kind of fight at the end there, and I appreciated that because she's still a kid, and while she'll probably be doing more crazy fighting in the Marvels, for now she's just getting started, and she is a street level superhero basically. So yeah, I just loved everything with Mon Vellani in here. A lot of the side characters, have Bruno, played by, I think his name is Matt Lintz. there's Cameron, you got Nakia, hopefully I'm saying that right. And then you have the brother, shoot, I think it's Amir. The brother's really funny in this show. I like him a lot. And then you have the parents as well of Kamala Khan. And I don't know, just a lot of really great characters in this show. And just their relationships with each other, I really liked a whole lot, especially the family aspects, like I said before. It's a very creative show and does a lot of interesting things while not going too crazy. I will say some of the visual effects towards the end there did not look great. I mean, you can kind of attribute that to, we've been hearing a lot lately that Marvel has been kind of not haven't I can't talk right now. It's late. But Marvel doesn't have the best working conditions when it comes to their visual effects artists. They don't give them enough time to work on things, so something like the She-Hulk trailer, for instance, doesn't look that great with the CGI on She-Hulk because they just don't give their visual effects artists enough time to work on it. But hopefully that's something that can be turned around soon. And I don't know, it's just something we've been hearing a lot. But looking past the kind of so-so effects, I can still really enjoy the finale. I thought it was really great. It definitely set up a lot of things for a possible season 2, so I hope it happens. Like I said, Iman Vellani, so freaking amazing as Miss Marvel. So I can't wait to see her going forward. It's a really fun show. So would I say it's good for kids? There are elements of it that can be a little scary for kids, but at the end of the day, I think this is a lot more aimed towards like young adults, like young teenagers and stuff like that. I mean, adults can still enjoy it, and I'm sure kids would still enjoy it, but this is kind of made for that age, like 12 to 13-year-olds. I think would really resonate with this for sure. So if you know a 12 or 13-year-old that hasn't really gotten into Marvel, maybe this could be the thing that gets them into it. So really great show overall. If I had to rate this first season or the series in general, I'd probably give it a 7 point. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. I think it's pretty great. There's a lot of things I like. There's quite a few things I don't love that I can't really specifically talk about in this non-spoiler review. But I mean, I liked a lot more than I didn't. So I think it's a really great show. It's worth watching. I'm definitely going to be rewatching the show at some point, probably some point soon, to be honest. I would love to watch all the episodes back knowing what I know now about certain things and, see how it all flows together. But yeah, 8 out of 10 for the first season of Miss Marvel. That is my non-spoiler review. So if you don't want any spoilers for the first season of Miss Marvel or episode 6 in general, the finale, the big one, then I suggest you click off the video now. So those of you who are clicking off, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. As for you who have watched the episode or just don't care about spoilers, let's get into it. I definitely have a lot of notes here. So, yeah, episode 6 is called No Normal, and we show up back in New Jersey with damage control outside of Bruno's store. I call it Bruno's store because, Bruno's the only one that ever seems to be working there. But, there's a big hole in it, and Bruno and Cameron are in the subway. Damage control is still after them. They kind of found them. Kamala and her mom are back home. Kamala tells the rest of the family that she's the Nightlight, but out of excitement, Kamala's mom already told everybody. I just love how excited that Kamala's mom is for her to be a superhero, yet they're still concerned enough to be like, you got to be safe out there and stuff like that. Like, they care about her safety still, but they're letting her kind of spread her wings and fly, which I just love. Honestly, Kamala is my spirit animal in this show. But let me see here. Nakia ends up calling Kamala and telling her what happened to Bruno's store. So Kamala goes to find Cameron and Bruno. Let me see here. But before she leaves, Kamala's mom gives her the suit. It's never specified where she got it, if she made it, or if she got it in Karachi. But nevertheless, it is a badass suit. Let me see. Yeah, Cameron struggling to control his powers. At one point in the episode, he says that it's like, feels like it's trying to rip him apart. Um, they end up going to the school. They kind of set up some booby traps with softballs and crazy chemistry experiments and stuff, which I thought was really fun. Um, but yeah, Cameron ends up he finds out that his mom died, and he kind of goes on the dark side for a little bit there. Ends up attacking damage control, which honestly, that one agent, um, for lack of a better terms, that racist bitch. I don't necessarily think she's fully racist, but just the way she was introduced in this show, it makes me fucking hate her so much. But yeah, he's like going after her and stuff, and I was kind of like, I kind of wish you would kill her. Um, but no, she's still alive, but she most likely got fired. So props to that dude from Damage Control for being like, yo, that was kind of fucked up. But yeah, let me see here. Even Zoe's here to help. She knows that Kamala's the Nightlight now, um, which is cool. Zoe definitely has maybe not a change of heart. She wasn't an awful person before, but she was just kind of, she's an influencer kind of person. You oftentimes think those people are self-centered, very full of themselves. But Zoe ended up coming in clutch in this episode for sure. Let me see. Amir even helps them out. All of them except Cameron and Kamala end up getting arrested by Damage Control during the episode. And Bruno, one of the Damage Control dudes, like freaking almost knocked him out with his gun. I was like, come on, dude, he's a fucking kid. But yeah, let me see here. Let me see. Yeah, Cameron going crazy, throws a car, and Kamala uses her in biggin powers basically. So she has like the big arms and fists and legs and stuff, and she looks cool there. And there was a moment where she like smashed a truck, and then she went over to the drivers, and it looked like DODC agents. And she was like, "You guys okay?" And they're like, "Yeah, Nightlight, we're fine." I was just like, "See, they're just doing their jobs. This crazy bitch is like, go fucking kill these kids," and they're just like, "Dude, it's a kid." And so when the Kamala was like, "Hey, you okay?" They're like, "Yeah, we're fine, thank you," which I thought was kind of funny. But yeah, I mean, just showing that she's not a threat, honestly. Let me see here. Yeah, I already mentioned the VFX towards the end there. Marvel really needs to work on giving more realistic timelines and what's the word I'm looking for? Deadlines. That's what I'm looking. Yeah, they need to have more realistic deadlines for their VFX artists. But yeah, let me see here. The community. Kamala almost gets arrested. Cameron escapes. He ends up at the end of the episode. I'll just say now he ends up with the Red Dagger dude, Kareem. He's in Karachi, seems like, and that's kind of where they leave his character. But Kamala's about to get arrested when the entire community kind of just forms around her and is like, "No, fuck no." Even the police are like, "Get the fuck out of here." And then that agent lady ends up basically getting fired. I don't know if she fully got fired, but we'll maybe see in the future. Also, I think that DODC agent dude from No Way Home might be a Skrull. We'll see. Yeah, we get the shot of her on the light post, like in this poster here. And then it skips 1 week, and we see Bruno is about to go to Caltech, and Bruno is like, "Hey Kamala, there's something different in your genes. I like tested you again, and there's something different." And he says it's like a mutation. And then apparently, I didn't know this at the time, but apparently we hear like the original X-Men theme song, like a little hint of it in that scene. And I was just like, "Oh my god, X-Men, X-Men!" And at this point, I'm like, I feel like we're gonna get the X-Men in the MCU a lot sooner than we think. Same with the Fantastic Four. And we're going to have San Diego Comic-Con coming up soon and D23. So we're going to be getting a lot of Marvel news soon, which I'm very excited for and will definitely be covering. Yeah, Nakia's like, hey, we're going to go get shawarma. And I'm like, oh my God, I want some shawarma now. Shawarma is so good if you guys have never had it. And also, that's a little, nod to Avengers when Tony Stark suggested shawarma. But yeah, we do get an after credit scene here. And Kamala's in her room. The bangle starts lighting up. She stands up and then she gets blasted into her closet. And when she comes out of the closet, not in that way, she's Brie Larson now. She's Captain Marvel. And at first I was like, did she turn into Captain Marvel somehow? Is she like shape shifting? But what I think happened is I think Kamala and Carol Danvers maybe swapped places for some reason. I don't necessarily know why. I'm not an expert on this stuff. I will definitely be having to watch the new Rockstar's breakdown on it to figure out what the hell is going on, and we might even have to just wait until the Marvels to figure out what's going on. But really wonder how they're gonna explain this. I'm still pretty confused about it, but part of me is wondering if Kamala is out there in the universe somewhere, just chilling on a planet. So, yeah, we'll have to see what's up with that. I'm not necessarily sure. Also, the new costume for Captain Marvel looks pretty cool. Um, yeah, I mean, I've never been a huge fan of Captain Marvel from these movies or whatever, but I do like Brie Larson, so yeah, we'll really have to wait and see what happens going forward. Yeah, I think that's all the notes I have. And then at the very end there, it says Miss Marvel will return in the Marvels. So yeah, that's pretty much the main spoilers I wanted to talk about for this episode. And like I said, if you want any spoiler discussion for any of the other episodes, I posted those week to week as the episodes came out. So those are all on my YouTube channel for you. But as for this review, that's all I got for you. Next review will be The Gray Man, like I said, or maybe I didn't say that, but yeah, I'm gonna be watching that movie tomorrow and doing my review for it. It stars Ryan Gosling and Chris Evans. Very excited to watch that. And then on Friday, I'm going to be watching Paws of Fury: The Legend of Hank, which I heard is such an awful movie, and I kind of can't wait to rip it to shreds. So those will be my upcoming reviews. As for next week, I think Nope comes out, and I might be trying to watch Miss Harris Goes to Paris and Where the Crawdads something. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. Where the Crawdads Sing, maybe. I think it's a book adaptation. I might be trying to see those movies next week just because it's going to be kind of light on content, but we'll see what I end up doing. Maybe I'll watch one of those movies. Maybe I'll watch none of them, and I'll just watch Nope next week. But I always try to have more than one thing to talk about, so we'll really have to wait and see what that is. But as for this video, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below. Tell me what you thought of Miss Marvel Season 1 if you have watched it. And please, no spoilers in the comments because this was a non-spoiler and spoiler review, so I don't want anybody here for the non-spoiler review to be spoiled by anything. But, yeah, also leave a like on the video, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload, and that's all I got for you. So, see you in the next one.